Hi YouTube, so today we are back with a new weekly challenge in Phasmophobia called Primitive. I'm afraid all of the electronic equipment has short circuit you have to make do without. Which means we don't have any electric equipment, which is gonna be a bit hard to find a ghost. And we need to do this 3 times in which few could, so let's hop in. So we have our monitors and we start with 100% of sanity, which is nice. Our ghost is Red Hill and the equipment looks pretty sad. At least we have a tier 3 book and we have UV light. So we have a little bit of light in the dark. We do not have sanity medication. I don't know why that is, because yeah, that's not electronic at all. We have 5 minutes of setup time, so we have to keep that in mind, because the ghost is not gonna hunt us for 5 minutes. So, like if you want to do an on-Rio test, we actually have to wait until the 5 minutes are finished. Let's already put this on, because yeah, we don't have any lights. It's raining, but that's alright. Yeah, okay, it's not on by default, and I guess it is not on, because, yeah, breakers are electronic. Oh, I wish we at least had a flashlight or something to put on our head. But yeah, I get it, it's electronic. Oh, is it in the kitchen? I hear him doing stuff, but I'm not sure. Is it this room? Yeah, it's pretty hard to see without no lights. Oh, we found the ghost room. Here we are, the ghost room. Oh. Didn't want to do that. Not at least that way. Like that. So yeah. It is showing a lot of stuff, I have to admit that. I'm gonna keep the UV light with me. Man, stop throwing stuff! See if we already have freezing temperatures. I don't think so. Nope. It did not write into the book. Let's get some more equipment. I think we're already going to get all salt. Just because if the ghost is walking into the salt, we know it's not a raid. Because raids cannot do that. And then we probably have to wait until it's gonna hunt us. I'm already going to get a lighter. How many times? We still have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Which is still a lot, because there is nothing to really set up in the game right now. So, but at least we have found a room with the ghost in it. It's nice. We're gonna put it here. Put some here. And here. So put that down. See if it's freezing temperatures. It's not yet, but I have the feeling it's gonna be. And I could hear he already walked into the salt. So it's not a rage. We can know that for sure. I'm gonna take some. Gonna take a smudge stick, I guess, and a candle, because later on we're gonna try an Unreal test. No, we're not going to take a smudge stick. We're actually going to take the crucifix. Are our hands full? Yeah, they are full. Oh, we could have seen if it was ultraviolet with the salt when it stepped into the salt. We forgot to do that. Hopefully he walks again into salt. He walked in here. He walked in this one. Hopefully he's gonna walk in this one as well. Otherwise we're just gonna try it again. It's here. See the temperature again. Yeah, it's freezing temperatures. That's what we know. It turned on the water in here. We close it. I'm so happy that they changed the game so that if you're in the dark, your eyes are getting used to the dark and that it's getting brighter for you. It's very nice that they did that. And if this is a lot between 4 and 5, we also can know it's EMF level 5. So we can that figure out as well. And I have the feeling it's gonna be EMF level 5, but I can't be sure. At least not yet. Gonna take this and a smudge stick just to be sure. The sanity is still good, so we don't have to worry about that. But for now, the ghost can start to hunt if it wants, because yeah, we're in the dark, so it goes a little bit faster. Also, the preparation timing is finished. So if it wants, it can start to hunt us. I'm gonna drop this here. I think we're gonna do an Oreo test already. Just like that. It walked into this hole as well. But I can't be sure when it did that. So we're gonna just wait for now and hopefully it touches doors. So it's not a Oni, because Onis can do that. Nice, so we know that for sure. It's gonna see if we find UV. Oh, that's the first time. It needs to do that 3 times so we can be sure that it's did not write into the ghost book. So I guess it's not gonna be ghost book. Well, if it blow out the candles 3 times, we can be sure that, and it starts to hunt, that it's an Onryo. If it doesn't start to hunt when the candles are out 3 times, we know it's not an Onryo. We know that. That's the Onryo test. It doesn't seem like he really wants to blow out candles at the moment, but that can be normal. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to do that. We have a smudge stick, right? Yeah. Oh, it's throwing stuff again. Yeah, in the beginning it threw a lot of stuff. So I think it's not a shade for sure as well. I wish I could stand in the van now to see what our... Oh, that's our second time. Let's put it on one last time. But at least we already know that it is freezing temperature, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can check ultraviolet very easy by just putting again some salt on the ground. And if it walks in the salt... Oh. That's alright, we don't need that light because we have no electronic light, but our sanity is gonna be a bit on the lower side. Oh, and it's gonna be tough when we need to... and it puts the water on again. It really loves the water, isn't it? Ugh. Okay, no hunts. That means we don't have an Onryo. Nice. Because it would have been hunting by now. So no Onryo. These ghosts would be very fast if they were about to hunt us. I think the demon would already be... For a shade it's doing too much. So let's check what our sanity is right now. So we have to keep an eye on that. Some ghosts can start to hunt at level 85, some lower. And I can almost pretty sure that it is EMF level 5 because we, as you can see, we have a lot of high EMFs. And it has been that for like the longest time already. Okay, that's a low EMF. Let's see what is gonna give us more. I wished we could see with electric camera, which we can't, of course. If we had ghost orbs, because as you can see, we still have the mimic on our list. It's gonna be a bit difficult to find out if it is a mimic or not, since yeah, we cannot really see ghost orbs. And mimics can do every ghost. So we need to find that out probably with hunts as well. And I don't really like hunts. I try not to get them as often. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do anything for now. So let's get salt. We have a smudge stick with us. We have lucifers. Lightning sticks. Yeah, we go back into the house. We're going to see if we have ultraviolet, which I don't think is the case. I also don't think it's ghost riding. I still think that we would have all the evidence if this was an evidence run. See, just gonna put it at the same place because that worked before. Oh, and we have ultraviolet. What would it be if it was a demon? Let's check real quick. Ultraviolet and ghost riding. It did not write into the book, so I don't think it's a demon. So let's think we can do that. It can still be a Hantu, Jinn, or the Mimic. Yeah, it did not. Yeah, it did not write into the book. Let's put it here. Let's see if it's then writing into the book, because that would be an easy ghost to get if it would be a demon. So yeah, for now we're gonna see again what the level is of the activity. Yeah, I really have the feeling it's gonna be EMF level 5, so that means we have a Jinn. Let's just check out if it's a Jinn. We're just gonna find it out. And we have found our first ghost. Luckily we had that one monitor so we could see if it was EMF level 5 or not. But we found our ghost. So let's move on to the next ghost. So here we are for the second time. We're just gonna do the same thing as we did the first time. And the ghost name is Jason Gorrigan. I like that name. It's a good game. And now we have snow as well. Which means if we see freezing temperatures in the house, it doesn't actually mean freezing temperatures. It can be still the ghost. I mean, it can be because of the weather, then the house is also a little bit colder. But this might be... We can't be sure though. Oh, it's touching doors. Is it... What door did he touch? Okay, we already have our first evidence. So this is the room. Ultraviolet, is this the room? Does it throw it in here? Or is it just... This is the room. Yeah, this is just the room. So we can figure that... We figured that out. Gonna put the book in here. It's like that. And now we're going to get our other stuff. Like salts, so we can see if it's a raid or not. Because if it's a raid, it will not walk into the salt. Which makes it a lot easier for us. Oh, it's... I have a feeling this is gonna be EMF level 5. I really have that feeling. Look at this activity meter. It's insane already. We just started out. Gonna get the candle. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't... Twins would also have like a specific activity meter. We're still 100%, but we found the room pretty quick, so that's good. We still have 3 minutes on the clock, so we're already going to put the salt on the ground. Because the ghost can already walk into the salt. Our eyes are still not really used to the dark, but we can see our ultraviolet. Which makes it a lot easier. So we don't have to force him anymore to do fingerprints because we already got the fingerprints. Just make it a little bit lighter in here. We already have freezing temperatures. So we know that for sure. If it's not also writing into the book, we can be sure it is a demon. But it can be again a mimic, which we cannot figure out easy. We don't need to do an Unreal test because that cannot be anymore. I'm stuck. Like always, I'm always stuck in here. Okay, I could have put down that candle, I forgot. Not that we are going to have an Unreal. If we mark this off. Yeah, it can still be a gin on the rise. But I don't have the feeling. Maybe it's getting up there again. Let's look for a minute at the activity board. So far it doesn't look like it's gonna be EMF level 5. But it's already doing a lot, and I know that the timing is not even over yet. So maybe we should take a smudge stick for now. Go into the house and see if it already wrote into the book. Because if it wrote into the book already, we can be sure it's a demon. We're sure it's a demon. It did not yet. Let's make it a little bit lighter in here, because why not? Normally this would be for the whole room, the book. See, yeah. Now we're just gonna wait because the timer just got over, if I'm not wrong. We're gonna watch the fan if we can see EMF level 5, but it might be a mimic or something, because we cannot really figure that out right now. And if it's gonna hunt us almost already, it's gonna be a demon. We can be sure for that. Oh, that's a big line. So it might be EMF level 5. It might be. So it didn't write into the book yet, but that can also be happen still. Look at those lines. They're pretty big. So yeah, I think we're gonna check again if it wrote into the book. We have our smudge stick with us for when it's needed. Even though it's still gonna be pretty difficult for me to get away from the ghost. I'm gonna light up the smudge stick again because it's getting dark in this room. Yeah, it still did not write into the book, but it did a lot. So I think I can be sure that it's not ghost writing, so we already know it's not a demon. Is that our ghost book? Did it write into our ghost book? That's actually the big question. Did it write into our ghost book? It did not, so it's not ghost writing. Now we're just gonna check again at the activity board if it is EMF level 5. Because if we see a lot of level 5s, we know it's EMF level 5. It has a lot of big activities though. Did we, ghost writing is already gone. Hantu, it would be cold if that Hantu is gonna hunt. So we might just try to get a hiding spot in the house and try to get him to hunt so we can listen to his footsteps. Because that's the only fast ghost still. But this might be EMF level 5 though, because it's again on EMF level 4. Which means it's a djinn. That would be a djinn. But yeah, like we said before, we don't have any electronic stuff that we can use, so we cannot really find out if it's EMF level 5. But I have the feeling we're just going for EMF level 5 now and just go for djinn and see if we're right. It might be a mimic again. You never know with mimics, because we cannot do a mimic test. And there we are with our second ghost. It's a djinn. So we actually had EMF level 5 if we had an EMF meter, but we didn't have that. But we found our second ghost. Move on to the last ghost, and hopefully he's gonna be a bit nicer. So here we are again, hopefully for the last time. We have Shannon Knight. We're just gonna use this for now. And like this, we're gonna try to find the ghost room again. Hopefully it's gonna be the last time. Oh, it's this. Okay, this is our room. We have found it. This is our room. Yep. This is it, guys. Gonna put the ghost writing book in here. Drop this. And now we're just gonna get some salt. Nice and close to the door. Did not write into the book yet. Let's check the temperature real quick. Yeah, it's not freezing yet. Shake this a little bit up for when it walks into the salt. Drop this in here. Put it up. Chop this again. I'm gonna get incense and lightning, and we're gonna do an Unrio test. We have to wait until it steps into the salt, because if it steps into the salt, we know it's not a raid. And with the Unrio test, we're just gonna test it if we do it like 3 times, blowing out the candle. Did it steps in the salt? Not yet. If it blows out the candle 3 times and it's gonna hunt, we know it's an Unrio. So that's what we already can do. Check the temperature. Still pretty high. It likes to watch TV, it seems like. It's a pretty active ghost. I have to give him that. It hasn't walked into the salt yet, so it might be an Unrio. I mean a raid. It might be a raid already. Okay, that's the first time it blew out the candle. Let's do it 2 more times. It should already have been walking in salts, so I can be pretty sure it's gonna be a raid. It's gonna be a raid. Because it hasn't walked into the salt yet. No ghost riding. No freezing temperatures. Even though it's getting lower right now. Oh, it blew it out a second time. Let's put this on. But yeah, so far it hasn't walked into the salt, so I'm almost sure it's gonna be a raid. Does a raid actually have freezing temperatures? No. So if this is not going to be 0, it's not a raid. And it threw something again. Let's just keep going with the Unrio test. It's not below 0, so it's not gonna be negative temperatures for now. And that was the 3rd time. And it still didn't step into the salt, so we know it's a raid. Let's check out if we were right, but yeah, let's just check it out. And then the weekly challenge will be done for this time. So it was a raid, we were right. I knew it because it didn't walk into the salt, but it did a lot around the salts. And a raid would, if it wasn't a raid, it would already walked so many times into the salt, no matter how much salt I put it on the ground. So we did the weekly challenge for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video and you learned a little bit, please subscribe on this channel. It would really help us out and it's free. Also give it a like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!